Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. On the first day of spring, 2024. Yes, beautiful day today. Temperatures got all the way up to 74 degrees Fahrenheit. For those of you that are on the Celsius scale, that's 23.3 degrees Celsius. So yeah. Well, yesterday I did order my new phone, and they told me it would be here today, and it's not here yet, and it's getting a little bit towards supper time. So I've got my supper on the barbecue right now, and for those of you who are interested, it's a pork loin roast. And it's been in the freezer for a while, but it's getting cooked today. What I did was I thawed it, and then I split it down lengthways down the middle, and not all the way through though, just make a pocket in there. And then I coated it with olive oil and a dry rub, a spicy dry rub, and then stuffed that whole cavity with rolled up kale leaves from my garden, and a couple of slices of onion, and then I wrapped it all up in well, I coated the whole thing with, of course, that spice rub, but I tied it up with some cotton string and then wrapped it up in foil, and it's going to sit in the barbecue and indirect heat at about 300 to 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 2.5, 3 hours. It might even go up to 3.5 hours. So anyway, I hope it turns out good, and I'll let you know in the next video if it did or not. So today I came down and checked my garden soil, and because it's been nice warm nights and warm day today, the soil temperature has gone from 50 degrees up to 60 degrees. So remember I told you the good temperature for planting seeds. You can go a little cooler if you're planting established plants, but for seeds, you want the temperature be between 68 degrees Fahrenheit and 86 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 6886. It's easy to remember. So anyway, yeah, I came through here today and I had to water everything because it was getting dried out in here from the nice temperatures. And while I was here, I cut myself some kale leaves to stuff that pork loin roast. But everything's nice and watered down here, and I looked at all of my graphs. Everything is really looking good. The apple from last year, the apple is already starting to get green leaves popping out of it all over the place, and this one too. So yeah, it looks like I'm going to have fruit this year. And this apricot tree that I've grafted on, all the grafts look good and healthy. They're nice and flexible. So I'm not seeing a lot of budding on them, but I'm seeing some. So that's a good thing. And then my grapevines are definitely budding out. I've got to tie this one up. That's why this string is on here. So it's got to get tied up. So yeah, all those buds are popping out on this, looking really, really good. This one down here, yeah, look at that bud. It's about to break open and do its thing. So I'm looking good on that little growth there. And then that grapevine over there is also showing buds everywhere. And this plum tree is looking good. And that branch of burgundy plum that I stuck in here that I had gotten from Deborah, that's growing up some really good greens on there, so that might have rooted. And then you can see the grapevine stuff over there. And of course all of this got watered, but it's the temperature is still a little cold. And we've got to get up about another 8 degrees. 8 to 10 degrees would be great. 10 degrees would be the best. And the seeds should start popping and showing me some signs of growth. So that's about it, everybody, for here. If my new phone does come in, it's going to be delivered to my neighbor's house via UPS. And I tried accessing the UPS tracking today with this phone, and it wouldn't let me in. It kept freezing. So we'll see what happens there. And you want to tell everybody that you should thank somebody that I don't really get into politics on my channel here. It's not designed to be a political channel. But boy, if I was, there would be some stuff I could tell you today that popped up in the news that was just outrageous. Just totally outrageous. But I'm sure most of you get the news too, so you probably know all about it already. And some of my followers have already gotten text messages from me about it. So, well, look at my my fig tree has got fresh growth coming out of every branch, and that one over there has a little tiny fig at the top of it. Cool. And then I got another little tiny fig branch that's protruded out of there with a green tip on it. So we'll see what we get out of that. This peach tree or plum tree or whatever it is, rootstock, that died on me. The graft that I bought this as a grafted plant, and it died on me. So I just stuck it in and fertilized it and kept it going, and it's starting to root from the rootstock. So it looks like it's a peach tree rootstock, and if it is, when it gets a little bit older, I'll graft peach and plum and apricot onto it. Out here, the grafts are all looking good and healthy too. And I must have left the door open, because look who came in here. Hey, what are you doing in here? How did you get in here? Did I leave that door open? Come on. Yeah, I left it open just enough for him to pry it open. Or her to pry it open. That's Limpy. That's the little girl that was injured. Come on, Limpy. Come on, Limpy. So anyway, that's all I got out here. I gotta go close up my garage and get things locked down for the night. And if my phone does come in tonight, I think I'll just tell my neighbor that I'll pick it up tomorrow after breakfast, and then I can make a run into town, because I have one more serving of dog food left, and then I'm completely out again. And the money I was going to use to buy propane, I guess, is going to go for dog food. So that's it, everybody. Thank you for joining me. G Bear signing off.